Lastly, I have heard from many veterinarians that when this procedure is suggested, it is not encouraged unless medically necessary. In fact, this procedure is not even being taught in the colleges today. House Bill 231 is looking to impose regulations when in reality this is not an issue in New Hampshire. The bill is unnecessary, which is why the majority of the committee voted in favor of the motion of inexpedient to legislate. I'm going to move to table, Mr. President.
Senator Pearl, we do have a rule. You can't speak and make the motion to table at the same time. So okay. I can't recognize you. I recognize Senator Carson.
But I'd like to move to table.
Senator Carson has moved to table. Table is non-debatable. I believe Senator Abbas is asking for a parliamentary inquiry, or Senator Altshuler. Senator Abbas or Altshuler? Who's first in the alphabet? I think it's Senator Abbas. You get the honors.
Thank you, Mr. President. If I know that I love cats, Mr. President, if I know that every time I look at that beautiful portrait of Daniel Webster as a child and I smile when I see that cat, should I oppose the motion to table?
You get a gold star for that one. All right, if you are in favor of the motion to table, you would vote yes. If you're opposed to that motion, you'd vote no. Parliamentary inquiry?
The committee heard a lot of debate on this, and we felt that the bill wasn't necessary, but we also heard that there was a lot of emotional need. People just felt very emotional about this bill, and I think it's better if we just lay it on the table. Would I now just vote to support the table?
If you're in favor of the motion to table, you would vote yes. If you're opposed to that motion, you would vote no. Because I gave Senator Abbas a gold star, I'm going to recognize you for a parliamentary inquiry too, Senator Altshuler.
Marvelous. Thank you, Mr. President. If I know that cats like the one on the wall there have claws that are natural and used for stretching, marking territory, balance, and drawing those claws out to relieve stress and emotional energy, and if I know that declawing is the amputation of the last bone of each toe, like cutting off your fingers at the last knuckle, and the standard method of declawing is amputation with a scalpel or a guillotine clipper, and then closing the wounds with stitches or glue, and if I know that the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the Humane Society, and the American Animal Hospital Association are all strongly opposed to the elective declawing of domestic cats, then would I now acknowledge that only 20 people opposed this bill and 123 citizens who reached out in support of House Bill 231 now ask us to vote against that tabling motion so an ITL motion can be made.
Thank you, Senator Altshuler. Again, if you're in favor of the motion to table, you would vote yes. If you're opposed to that motion, you would vote no. The Senate will be attentive. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you ready for the question? All in favor of the motion of table, say aye. Aye. Opposed? No. The ayes, in my opinion, have it. House Bill 231 is laid upon the table. The Senate will please be attentive to the clerk.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Committee on Energy and Natural Resources